Like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, or this will be in your bed tonight. What is the scariest thing that cannot harm kill you? Nightmares. To be fair, Martin Luther King got killed by a dream. I'm pretty sure those were bullets. When you're about to fall asleep and you feel like you're falling. Or your leg kicking out for no reason. I really don't like going from 75% asleep to oh god what the fuck was that because my knee wanted to play shits and giggles. I get those every time I fall asleep. That's how I know I'll be asleep soon. As soon as my leg freaks the fuck out I think good, I'm within 7 minutes of falling asleep. The dark. The only thing scary about it is that you don't know what's in it, or what could be in it. We're not afraid of the dark itself. We're afraid of what might be there if we turn on the light. Aren't we more afraid of what we don't know what's in it, the unknown? Swimming in the water at night. What is below me? Seriously, it's silly, I know. But I grew up with a pool and I could not swim at night because my mind could not rationalize that there was nothing that could materialize and swallow me whole. I still can't. Unless the place is lit up like New Year's Eve I'm not getting in that pool alone. Deformed people. I know that sounds harsh as hell and I definitely feel bad about it, but some deformities literally scare me. Deformed people can definitely kill you. See, the hills have eyes. Huntsman spiders, non-venomous, but scary as hell. Edit. Should have said non-venomous to humans. You weren't lying. Imgur.com link. I need to stop impulsively clicking on links that come from It's a really bad habit. For me, it was when I fell in love. It was really the first time I cared for someone far more than I care for myself. And the thought that you can't protect them from everything, or that anything could happen to them, is utterly frightening. I remember when my first girlfriend slipped on some ice at school one time. She had apparently fallen rather gracefully, but still had a sore arm afterwards. I was extremely mad at myself for the next week because I didn't protect her from falling. I was nowhere near her at the time. There was no possible way for me to help her, but it still pissed me off and scared me for a long time. One time I was driving with my girlfriend, at the time, in the passenger seat and her roommate in back. I carelessly forgot to check my turn and after hearing a loud honk, they both told me that a car had come really close to hitting us. I felt a bit ill after that. Sleep paralysis, especially when accompanied with a demon at the end of your bed and you can't escape. This is why I sleep facing a wall. Try knowing there is a demon. Hearing there is a demon making sounds that continuously get closer. Your heart is racing as if trying to escape your chest. Then you hear the noise right next to your ear. You'll never be able to look. You can only lay there completely exposed, nervously awaiting the demon that never was. Total darkness. I always panic, especially when I don't have anything to guide me, like if I am in the middle of an empty room. I always feel like something is just going to grab my leg or something. Edit. Well, I guess it could actually hurt you, but I'm terrified at the thought of seeing someone looking in my window at night. 2. If I caught someone looking into my window late at night I'd probably die of straight fear. One of my biggest legitimate fears is looking through a dark window for this exact reason. I was house hunting last year and was looking at mostly foreclosed homes. My parents and I would always drive to the and scope them out before getting a realtor in there. Man, I always made them look in the house first. Anxiety. Anxiety kills, just slowly and torturously. It doesn't kill you, just eats you alive. Lysergic acid. You cannot overdose on it but it can take you to a burning church in the middle of a dying star several miles from your dorm room if you take enough. When I was in college this guy took about 5 hits of acid one night. Then he got into an argument with his roommate. After that he left his apartment because his roommate was mad at him. A few hours later he turned up, totally naked and beating off in the banks of the creek that ran through campus. Long story short, a lot of college kids gathered around and took a lot of photos and this guy is now a registered sex offender. When people have the holes in their throats and in order to talk they need to shove their thumb into their neck hole. Like this? I bet Terry completely reinvented deep throating. The concept of existing in a near infinite universe that has no overarching laws or morals and that you will never get to see more than a tiny fraction of it. Roaches. Koa mouse. Roaches that fly. Ugh. Most spiders. Brit turned Aussie here. I have a huntsman spider living in my room. Its name is Leggy Rhonda Birchmore. I used to be scared of him, but I now know he is here to defend me from other little BCH poison Ludgy hawking spiders. Through knowledge, he is now my friend. Where does he live? Why do you need to recruit wildlife to defend yourself from other wildlife? Do you ever cuddle? Feelings. Crane flies. They are these massive mosquito-like flies that buzz around during the summertime. Luckily, they don't bite or anything, but they are just a huge bother. Sleep paralysis. Your brain wakes up before you are done with third stage REM sleep. Third stage makes you incapable of moving, so you don't move and act out your dreams. You realize you can't move, then your brain releases hormones that induce fear, so much that you can't experience the same level of fear while conscious. This is also followed with hallucinations of dangerous things happening to you, like demons or strangers suffocating you while you lay defenseless. I have sleep paralysis and I sometimes dream of poisonous animals near me. You typically can't die from it. Ladybugs. I don't even know why I am so scared of them. They're just gross. Moths too. Fuck moths. There's one somewhere in my room right now. It's big. You can hear its wings flap when it flies. I'm scared. Oh shit. Be sure to let us know if you make it through the night. Time. What if you don't have enough of it? What if you don't use it to the fullest? What if you know when it ended and you can't stop it? Actually, what ifs are so terrifying? A pointless life. Not making a change in someone's life for good, whether it's giving €2 to a homeless guy or saving a woman's child from falling. Running on the road. All my life I've felt I mean something to the world, and if I don't live it to the absolute max I can, it will tear me apart later in life. Crippling debt. I tried to think of the most harmless thing. Something I loved from my childhood. Something that could never ever possibly destroy us. Thunder. The sound. To clarify, if you think thunder sounds scary, never sleep under a set of railroad tracks. I was looking for a flat place to put my sleeping bag. Worst idea ever. It sounded like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse were trampling across the desert when a train passed over me in the middle of the night. That was a fucking terrible idea. Silence. I'm not afraid of the dark, but I really hate silence. That's why I listen to music till I sleep. Fucking 400-foot tall roller coasters. That and scary movies give me the heebie-jeebies. Whenever I go on a scary roller coaster, I convince myself that the people that got off were okay, so I will be too. Growing up. Growing up does kill you, eventually. Blue balls. Cluster. Suicide. Headaches. Fuck that shit. YouTube.com link plus headaches. Failure. My imagination. Movies about killer clowns. I'd say clowns, but I've seen too many killer clown movies to know that they aren't always harmless. What about killer clowns from outer space? Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more interviews.